Presumed Innocent is out, and so far, it's going great. We jump right into the action with episode 1, and it's clear from the get-go that Presumed Innocent isn't here to waste time. Our protagonist, Rusty Sabich, is introduced as a successful prosecutor with a seemingly perfect life. He's got a stellar career, a beautiful family, and everything looks almost too good to be true. But, of course, things aren't always as they seem. Rusty's life takes a dramatic turn when his colleague Carolyn Polimus is found brutally murdered. And here's the kicker. Carolyn wasn't just a colleague, she was also Rusty's lover. Yeah, things just got a whole lot more complicated. The office is thrown into chaos as the investigation kicks off, and the pressure to solve the case is immense. In a twist that's almost cruel, Rusty is assigned to investigate Carolyn's murder. You can see the turmoil in his eyes as he tries to balance his professional duties with his personal grief and guilt. His wife, on the other hand, is not happy about it since she knew about their affair, but that's not the only problem, because in time, things take an even darker turn. We find out that Carolyn was pregnant when she was murdered, and the baby might have been Rusty's. Evidence starts cropping up that points directly at Rusty. There are his fingerprints, a glass with his prints found at the crime scene, and even a potential motive. Because a baby could ruin Rusty's entire life. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion as Rusty goes from leading the investigation to becoming the prime suspect. The episode crescendos with Rusty's arrest. The look of shock and disbelief on his face is heart-wrenching. The people he once called colleagues are now his interrogators, and the trust he built over years of service crumbles in an instant. The episode ends on this nail-biting note, leaving us all wondering, how the hell is Rusty going to get out of this mess? Is he guilty or not? Episode 2 picks up right where we left off, with Rusty in a world of trouble. His arrest sends shockwaves through the legal community and shatters his personal life. Barbara, his wife, is a mix of devastated and bewildered. She's trying to hold it together for their son, but the strain is evident. The tension in their household is almost palpable, and you can't help but feel for her. As they dig deeper, more layers of Carolyn's life and her connections to Rusty unravel. Carolyn was ambitious, and her relationships with other colleagues, as well as her personal ambitions, start to paint a more complex picture of her. Rusty's relationship with her, which he thought was special, suddenly seems less unique. It's a harsh reality check for Rusty. The courtroom scenes are nothing short of intense. Nico de la Guardia, leading the prosecution, is out for blood. He has a personal grudge against Rusty, and it's evident in every interaction. The exchanges in the courtroom are charged with tension and a history of rivalry, making each scene gripping. Outside the courtroom, Rusty's life continues to fall apart. The media frenzy is relentless, and Rusty can't seem to escape the public eye. Friends and colleagues distance themselves, unsure of where their loyalties should lie. Barbara's support, which seemed unwavering at first, begins to show signs of cracking under the pressure of the situation and the betrayal of Rusty's affair. The episode takes a dramatic turn with a new piece of evidence that Rusty can't explain away. This evidence ties him to the murder scene in a way that's undeniable, even to him. Doubts start to creep in, not just from those around him, but from within himself. Could he have done something in a fit of rage and not remembered it? The psychological toll on Rusty is immense, and you can see him grappling with these thoughts. As the episode draws to a close, we're left with a storm of unanswered questions and rising tension. Rusty is in a desperate race to prove his innocence, but the odds are stacking up against him. Friends turn into foes, and every step Rusty takes seems to lead him further into a quagmire of suspicion and guilt. These first 2 episodes of Presumed Innocent lay the groundwork for what promises to be a riveting legal thriller. The characters are richly developed, the plot twists are relentless, and the stakes couldn't be higher. I'm hooked and can't wait to see how Rusty navigates this minefield. If you haven't started watching yet, do yourself a favor and catch up now, because I feel like this show will be a huge hit. If you enjoyed this show, check out my Apple TV Plus playlist. You might find something for your taste. Thanks for watching. See you soon.